Now, the soul body is the final product of love. We are saying here that the product of love at the end is the soul body. As you continue to do good, at the right time, the two higher eaters that we talked about will separate from the two lower eaters. When they do so, when that separation comes, then you are born again. That is how we are born of the Spirit, just as this dense body was born of the flesh. Let's just take note. There is a light around everybody. That light varies in color, in intensity, in direction, and in tone, depending on the person's nature, the type of person you are. This light cannot be seen by the physical eye, except by etheric vision. That is how you see that light, not with the physical eye. It surrounds the person. Good deeds, good things that we do, they are founded on love. And that love make our lives grow, they expand, and they sparkle around us. But no physical eye can see that. So as we do good, we increase in the light, and our vibration also increases. Then the Spirit gains more consciousness and power. Certain things come to you, and you cannot even believe how they come. If the Spirit working, yours is to lead the good life. Now, the soul body is the final product of love. We are saying here that the product of love at the end is the soul body. As you continue to do good, at the right time, the two higher eaters that we talked about will separate from the two lower eaters. When they do so, when that separation comes, then you are born again. That is how we are born of the Spirit, just as this dense body was born of the flesh. That birth is into the spiritual realms, and it is a conscious birth. In the process of giving birth to that spiritual body, which is the soul body, the Spirit comes out through the Golgotha, which is the scar, the place of the scar, that place in our own head between the parietal and the occipital surfaces. That is why the Spirit comes out. Then you are born into the spiritual world, and that is the born again. The Spirit is no more a prisoner in this dense body. No, the Spirit is no more a prisoner. It can leave and re-enter the body at any time based on the will of the individual. This is the positive voluntary spiritual development we are talking about, and it is based on nothing else but love. We can then understand when we are born again spiritually, when that soul body finally is born, that is when we can really see what it means to be a Christian. That is where we become true followers of Christ. And the ultimate in all this, the ultimate is to help humanity, even in the spiritual world and from the spiritual world. The person can be in the spiritual world and still help those who are in the physical body. That is how the soul body can help us to help humanity some more. Now, for soul body references, there are many places in the Bible that gives indication of the soul body, that spiritual body. And we can read John chapter 3, where Jesus has an encounter with Nicodemus. I read, there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Jesus by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from God. For no man can do these miracles that thou dost, except God be with him. Jesus answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Nicodemus said unto him, How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born? Jesus answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh, and whither it goeth. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. Nicodemus answered and said unto him, how can these things be? Jesus answered and said unto him, art thou a master of Israel, and knowest not these things? How can we say we are Christians and we don't know these things? Our examples about the soul body can be referenced also in Galatians chapter 4, verse 22 to 31, and also John 20. At the right time, we will give a full lecture on the soul body, that holy body, which is a prerequisite to enter the kingdom of God and be with Christ. Until we have that soul body, we should forget being Christians.